Hey everyone, today we're exploring the now fully funded Waterfront East LRT on Toronto's waterfront, connecting Union Station to the Portlands. A partnership between the City of Toronto, Province of Ontario, and Government of Canada, announced earlier this week, has confirmed that the project is now funded. The 3.8-kilometer long streetcar extension is projected to have nearly 50,000 daily riders. That's more than the entire Sheppard subway. Toronto's waterfront has undergone a massive transformation over the past 15 years from brownfield to modern community, and that development is still ongoing. Farther east, entire new neighborhoods are being built, including on Uquayman-Minising Island, where the Waterfront East LRT loop will be located. Building the project now is crucial for ensuring that when the first residents move into the Portlands, efficient transit options are already available. This is why I've been advocating for the project to be funded for a couple years, because this project is crucial for any future housing development on the eastern waterfront. It would have been great if the project had been built to coincide with the first buildings east of Yonge on Queens Quay back in the early 2010s, but the current early 2030s timeline aligns the Waterfront East LRT opening with the first homes on Uquayman-Minising. While the city waited for further funding commitments, bus lanes were painted on Queens Quay to speed up buses, which were often stuck in traffic along the future LRT corridor. The extension is expected to cost $3 billion, with each level of government funding a third of the project. An opening is targeted for the early 2030s and would include an extension of the 504 from the Distillery District to the new Commissioner Street Bridge, in addition to what will likely become a new streetcar line between Union and Uquayman-Minising. The tunneled portion of the existing streetcar system between Queens Quay and Union Station will be significantly renovated to handle the increased ridership and number of streetcars. The loop at Union will see a massive expansion with more platforms and storage tracks. The existing waterfront streetcar to Exhibition connects to Exhibition Place, Ontario Place, Billy Bishop Airport, Harbourfront Centre, and the ferry docks, as well as countless high-quality parks. 3 new stops on Queens Quay will provide access to Sugar Wharf, Sugar Beach, George Brown College, Quayside, and the East Bayfront. Many of these destinations already exist and connect to the crowded buses that serve Queens Quay East. Stops will be farther than many of the existing streetcar stops within the city, allowing for faster speeds along a walkable street. Along Cherry Street and Commissioners, grass track will be used to provide environmental benefits and enhance the overall streetscape. A mix of hybrid and fully grass track will be used, with hybrid tracks involving some level of concrete for buses and emergency vehicles to use when needed. Uquayman-Minising is home to Bedazigi Park, a huge new park with seriously great views and park space, soon to be easily accessible by the Waterfront East LRT. While this week's funding commitment is incredibly exciting, we need to ensure that the project is built to succeed from the start, and that means proper signal priority, high-quality stops, better track switches, and wider turn radii. With only a few stops, this would be a great project to introduce level boarding to the streetcar system, which would be much more accessible than the deployable ramps used now. Each stop will have a platform, so we might as well build them to the height of the streetcars. Stops should also include arrival displays and other amenities. There won't be many, but all the track switches along the alignment should be built with dual blades and a better electronic system to allow streetcars to cross switches without coming to a complete stop on approach. Ensuring tracks are designed for high speeds is crucial for eventually upgrading the entire streetcar system to operate faster. Finally, we can't stop here. Further extensions should be considered, first along Commissioners and the Broadview extension, linking the streetcar network to East Harbour. This would provide a second, shorter connection between the Portlands and the Ontario Line and Regional Rail. A second extension east on Commissioners to Leslie would also be great after the connection to East Harbour. This week's funding commitment for the Waterfront East LRT is incredibly exciting, connecting 50,000 riders to several great waterfront parks, new regional transit hubs, George Brown College, and more. The project can't come soon enough and will hopefully be built to the highest standards. Thanks for watching.